There you are. Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I'm so glad that you're here. Come on in. Come on in. Don't be shy. I have my hot coffee with a little bit of half and half this morning. I know I'm a little bit early. I'm a little bit early today, so it's probably throwing some people off. And my apologies for that. Miguel, good morning to you. You just gave the chickens some greens. That's awesome. Awesome. A little bit of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich this morning for breakfast. And some hot coffee. Oh boy, I almost did it again. It's the way I swallow. I almost choked again. Can you believe it? That's terrible. So I'm a little bit early this morning, but I'm late for being early. Okay. But I'm a little bit early this morning because we have to go to the next county over for a doctor appointment, an eye doctor appointment. And usually those appointments are in the afternoon. But today, for some reason, they had an early morning. So, oh, I know, right, Miguel? Be careful with peanut butter. It's easy to choke on. You know, I think I could trip on anything and I could choke on anything. It's terrible. It's terrible. Oh, no. Your body is trying to catch a cold, but you refuse. Definitely. Just like rebuke that, right? You don't have time to catch a cold. Just say, no, thank you. Good morning, Naomi. Good morning to you, my friend. Aloha. And how are you? I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're both doing well this morning. Thank you for checking in with me and saying good morning. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, I'm a little bit early this morning. We have to have a doctor appointment. So yeah, that's what's happening here. And so I'm feeling a little rushed, and I shouldn't be because I will choke on my peanut butter, right? So my husband asked me an interesting question last night. He asked, are you going to do a year of not buying yarn again this coming year? And, and I said, nope, I'm not going to do that because I don't feel like, this last year. So 2024 was my year of not buying yarn. Yay, I'm not buying yarn. It was my YIMBY year. And so then in 2025, I really felt it the whole year of not buying yarn. But in 2025, then in January, I was like ready to buy all the yarn. But I only wanted to buy the yarn that that spoke to my soul. Okay. So oh, Miguel, you are too funny. Oh my goodness. Miguel says, I managed to get a haircut yesterday after blood work. My barber, Mike, always peels me like an onion. Right. And here we go. Miguel says, Doran, the answer is no. She's going to buy up all the yarn. Carl wants those cubbies full. I know, right? I have some empty cubbies. You see that? Yeah, I do. And Naomi says, I'm getting ready to go to the kiosk in a little bit, so I'm glad I get to see you early. Oh, good. I'm glad too. That's awesome. And Naomi, I hope that you have much success at your kiosk today, and that lots of people come by, pick up last minute Christmas gifts, and just hug your neck and let you have a good day. That's what I'm hoping for you today. So correct, Miguel, I did tell him no, I wasn't going to do a year of not buying yarn, because even though January I was like, let me buy some yarn, I gotta buy some yarn, because I had gone a whole year without buying yarn. But even though I was like really hyped up for it, I didn't go overboard this year. I didn't overbuy. I did not I did not, I didn't buy yarn that I didn't need, or I didn't, that didn't speak to me. So, and in fact, some of the yarn that I bought that was new kind of yarn. Oh, the sun is coming out. Do you see that? Ooh, I'm going to back up just a little bit, but the sun is out. Woo! I got to tell you, that is a miracle, because the last couple days we have not had sun, no sun. Oh, and I got to tell you something scary that happened last night, weather-wise. But anyway, so no, I am going to buy yarn. I would really like to be able to stock up on colors that I don't have. And I think I really need to concentrate on just getting, instead of getting like all different shades of pink, just to get, like 6 or 8 pinks in the same color, so that if I do come up with a larger project that I want to do, I have it. That's what saved me really with the red and doing the tree skirt, because I had several skeins that were the same colorway. So that actually, saved me right there. I have a lot of greens. I'm looking at the greens that I have. And I have, I'm looking, and I have a couple that are the same color, but it might be just like 2, which is fine, except that, like I said, there are times where you need, for a project, let's say for a sweater or a blanket or something, where you need at minimum 4 skeins of the same colorway, and I don't have that. I kind of have a hodgepodge. Kind of do have a hodgepodge. So yeah. And I do like having it arranged in rainbow form, I do like that, because then I know that, if I need pink, I just need to look here. I don't have to look over here for this brand. I don't have to look over here for this brand, or, all of that. All the pinks are together. I do have the 4 weight and the 5 weight separated, and I do, for the most part, have variegated completely separated. But yeah, so that's what's happening there. Good morning, Valerie. Good morning to you, my friend. How are you? Ooh, this is getting real here. Let me see what's going to happen. Let's see. This is kind of crazy, huh? Okay. And hi, Barbara. How are you, Barbara Baker? How are you today? I hope that everyone is having a really great Friday. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to hang out with you. I'm on a little bit early today because I have to go to a doctor appointment. And let's see. Miguel says, I picked up the gift bag a couple weeks ago. It was full of body products. Wasn't that thoughtful? They left a note saying, it's always nice to talk with me. Oh, that was nice. That was really nice. Oh, and next week is the yarn 30% off at Hobby Lobby. Just saying, Miguel says. Just saying. I know, right? Just saying. Hmm. Last night, super scary. So last night, I'm sound asleep in the bed. It's 11:45, and I wake up to this really loud noise, and it sounds like a train whistle. And it was loud. It was very loud. And I look out my bedroom window, and the trees are being blown sideways. And I was sure that's how loud it was. I was sure that we were having a tornado. And I could tell even the direction of where the noise was coming from. It was coming from the back of the house. And then um and then probably about it took about 10 minutes, and then I could hear the noise on the front of the house. So scary. I really, really thought we were having a tornado. I had the light on in the laundry room, which is the centermost part of the house, without a window, although the whole pantry, the whole pantry area, it doesn't have windows, but it's not as enclosed and small as the laundry room. But I was sure. It woke up my mom. She was like, yeah, I heard it. I heard the noise. And then she heard me talking. And because I was talking real loud, I was like, Doran, I think it's a tornado. I think it's a tornado. And just, watching out the window, and things were blowing around. And come to find out, we haven't looked around the property yet to see if there's any trees down or anything. But come to find out, this whole county, and actually several counties in our area were hit with this really bad storm. And it said wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. So it was quite crazy. It was quite crazy. Oh, wow, Miguel. Miguel says a few years ago, my area had a tornado on December 26th. It went around my town, but oh, the damage to the surrounding towns. People's Christmas decor, etc., was everywhere. Oh, goodness. That's really crazy. That's something else, let me tell you. Yeah. Hmm. The sun. Wow. Hmm. The sun is something else. I forgot about the winter, how the sun would come through that window at this time. Whew, that's better. That's better. So yeah, last night was kind of scary, but you know, it was we survived it. So that's all that matters, right? We survived it. So I have my coffee. What is in your cup this morning? I want to know. Yeah. Yeah. Garland, Texas. Someone's little pickup truck was halfway through the roof of their home. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah. So if you're wondering what I'm eating, I have a little peanut butter and jelly sandwich this morning. I'm trying to eat before we go. And that way, oh, Miguel is having hot black coffee. He already drank a bottle of water. I'm drinking hot coffee with half and half. My goodness gracious. This is absolutely insane. This the sun is absolutely insane. Oh. Naomi just got her first cup of coffee. Yay. And yesterday Miguel did a video on his way to get blood work. Oh, you'd like to never find a parking spot. Oh my Atlanta. I know I need sunglasses for this live, right? I do. I don't know. Let me see. You know what I need? I need a curtain. I need a real curtain for this window. And that way I can close it. I should have thought of that. I should have put a little, a light blanket or something over that just for this live. So here we go. I'll come way back here. I don't think I can back up anymore. Let me see. Can I? Maybe I can. There we go. Is that any better? Let me see. Any better? It's a little better. Uh-oh. It is 8:30. 8:30. So what have you been working on? Night before last, let's see. Was it night before last that I didn't sleep very well? And so yesterday, I had a really hard time waking up. Hey, Barbara Wriggle. Baker, water. Barbara has water. We'll have hot chocolate later after your dog wakes up. He's asleep on your lap. Oh, he's asleep on your lap. Oh no. Naomi says it was so windy here that a big Walmart truck had flipped yesterday. That's terrible. That's awful. Oh my Lanta. 7:30 where Miguel is. And I think it's 7:30 where in fact I know it's 7:30 where Naomi is. Y'all are up early. Y'all are up really early. Have we made all our cookies? So yes, yesterday we finished making the sugar cookies and we cut them out. I'll tell you, the trees look the best. We have trees. We're so, we have Christmas trees, we have circles, and we have bells, which some of those turned out to be like blob looking. And then we have an angel. And that angel needs a little help. I'm just saying. Oh no, Miguel, you've been awake since 4:20. Oh my Lanta. That is cray. My goodness. So yeah. So we had those done. So we already made, let's see, and I say we very loosely because mostly it's my mom and my husband. And today they're going to work on, if they're both up to it, they're going to work on making Chex Mix. So that's going to be fun. So chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal raisin, which are delicious. Is it crazy that oatmeal raisin are just about my favorite cookie that has gotten made? But actually, I digress because I don't know which is my favorite cookie because they're all really amazing. The jam thumbprint cookies that has, like, we put blackberry jam in some of them and peach jam in some of them. So we have, okay, chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, thumbprint cookies, butterball cookies, which are, you know, a really nice shortbread in a ball form, and it has pecans in it, little chopped up pecans rolled in 10x sugar, confectioner's sugar. So they look like snowballs, but we call them butterballs. Those are delicious. Coconut macaroons, which are really, really good. Okay. Okay. Chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, macaroons, butterballs, ginger snap cookies. Yum, yum. Ginger snap cookies. Sugar cookies. There's one more. Can't think of it. There's one more. Can't think of it. Anyway, there's one more cookie. So yeah. I can't think of it. The other cookie. I'm sorry. I can't think of the other cookie. Did I say coconut macaroons? Because that might be it. Let's see. Butterball, coconut macaroon, chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, ginger snap, not gingerbread, ginger snap cookies. Now I lost all the rest. The thumbprint cookies. There's one more that I can't think of, or I think there's one more. I've thought about making biscotti. I've always wanted to make biscotti, and I have not made biscotti. Now I've made scones, but not biscotti. So I'm thinking maybe this is the year. This is the year. Oh, you made peanut butter oatmeal cookies and chocolate chip butterscotch cookies. Ah, they're all gone. You have to make other cookies for Christmas. Yes. Oh, for karaoke. Oh, Barbara, yes. You got to make some more for karaoke. Yay. Oh, and Naomi is having trouble with her oven. So since she can't really bake this year, she's going to make some fudge, Rocky Road candy, spiced pecans. Oh, are you going to do Tanya's spiced pecans? Oh, yay. Those are so delicious, let me tell you. And maybe toffee. Oh, that sounds good. Have you ever made that, kind of call it Christmas crack, but mostly because it starts with crackers. Like you put parchment paper, you just have to melt it a little bit. So you don't actually have to bake it, but you do have to melt it a little bit. I don't know how you would do that. Because you make your caramel on the stove. So you have parchment paper and then lime crackers. And then you take your butter and your sugar, and then you have your vanilla to the side, but you just let that all come to a boil. Once it comes to bubbly boil, you let it go for 3 minutes, and then you've got caramel. Take it off the stove, add your little bit of, a teaspoon of vanilla just to give it that good vanilla caramel flavor. And then pour that over your crackers. Smooth it out. And then you put chocolate chips on. I know you've seen this happen. Put chocolate chips on. And then you can put them in the oven on a really low setting just to melt the chips. And then you just kind of spread it, right? And then after that, then you put the peanuts on it. So then you let it completely cool, and then you crack it. Like you crack the crackers, right? So you just kind of like break them every which way, willy-nilly. And so I think that's why it's called Christmas crack, because you just like crack the crackers up. But anyway, so I'm going to make some more of that and for this year. And yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Oh, you're going to do that next week? Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds really nice. And that way you can have some little treats that make it feel like Christmas, even though you haven't made your Christmas cookies. Yeah. Oh, you're going to send me your mom's recipe for nougat. 4 ingredients. I would love that, Miguel. I would. Yummy, yummy. That sounds delicious. Okay, so you've not made them, but you've had them. Yummy, yummy. I really think that with the hot caramel, if you get the, if you use little mini chocolate chips and you pour those on, they don't take as much to melt. And I really think that the hot caramel will help that melt. And you can just probably spread that, just let it set for just like 30 seconds or whatever. And then you can just spread that on. I think that you could do that without an oven because you don't actually bake it. You're just trying to melt the chips, Another option would be to melt the chocolate chips in the microwave and then just pour the melted chocolate over and spread it. You wouldn't even have to wait to, melt chips or whatever on top of the, on top of the caramel. Naomi says, and Miguel, you could share with the rest of us too. Yes, Miguel, you sure could. Oh my. Hey, Racine, how are you? I'm so glad to see you this morning. Happy Friday to you, TGIF. Okay. Here's a little bit of Christmas trivia. Which iconic brand was responsible for Santa's red suit? I did not know this. I did not know this. Which iconic brand is responsible for Santa's red suit? See, I always just thought Santa, had a red suit. I didn't know that it had to start sometime. And the answer is, oh, that's a good guess, Naomi. That's a really good guess. The answer is Coca-Cola. Can you believe that? It's so funny how so much of what we consider Christmas tradition is actually marketing. Marketing. It's not even part of the tradition. It's just the real tradition, right? I'm talking about real Christmas versus commercialized Christmas, right? I never knew that. Now I do know, and Macy's, that is a really good answer, because Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was also a marketing ploy by Montgomery Ward. I think it was Montgomery Ward. And it was in 1939, and they needed some type of marketing for Christmas merchandise. And so they had the gentleman who wrote Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, they had him write that, and they designed the whole image of Rudolph, and that's what started it. Isn't that something? Here's a good Christmas trivia. Excuse me. How many ghosts show up in A Christmas Carol? How many ghosts? Carl's back there. He's hiding. The little goat was hugging him. Do you see his eyes? He looks a little something, let me tell you. There we go. Barbara, you got it. Barbara Baker got it. Now see, I didn't get this one. There were 4 ghosts that showed up. And I always thought it was the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and the ghost of Christmas to come. I didn't think about Marley. He was already dead. So he was a ghost too. So there were 4. Here's a good question. On your perfect Christmas tree, now you're perfect in your mind, your perfect Christmas tree, what would be at the top of that tree? For a lot of people, it would be a star or an angel. For others, it could be something else. What is on your perfect Christmas tree topper? Like, if you could design a Christmas tree, what would be the perfect topper on your tree? I want to know. And if you are watching later, Naomi typed 4, but it didn't send. Well, it's sent at heart. So I got your 4. So on Naomi's perfect Christmas tree, it would be an angel. That's awesome. So before I tell you what mine would be, let me tell you what's on the top of mine this year. Because I had a perfect Christmas tree topper and I lost it. I don't know where I lost it. It's somewhere in one of our many moves. So disorganized. So I don't know where it is. But anyway, I can still see it in my head. It was perfect. It was perfect. And hey, Mandy, how are you? It's good to see you. Happy Friday. On your perfect Christmas tree, if you could design it in your head, what would be the topper on your perfect Christmas tree? Like, if you were just redesigning and you were the best artist in the area and you could draw your tree and you were drawing the perfect Christmas tree to represent what you were going to bring to life with the whip of your wand, your crochet hook, What would be the perfect Christmas tree topper? And Naomi said an angel. On the top of my Christmas tree this year is a very large snowflake. Because when we went to Hobby Lobby, okay, Hobby Lobby Christmas tree toppers this year were weird. Some of them were just really out there. And this really large snowflake was the most normalized looking Christmas tree topper that I could find. So yeah. But it was so heavy that when we put it on the tree, it just went whoo like that. And so it was sideways. So when my son and daughter-in-law came, I showed it to them and I'm like, look at this, it's so heavy. And I said, we can't get it to stay up on top of the tree. So my daughter-in-law, she right to it. She fixes things, right? And so she fixed it. She ended up having it was doing that for her too. So she ended up having to take some of the loose, flexible limbs, on your artificial Christmas tree, wrapping it around and really tight. And anyway, she got it to stay. So, so we finally got it to stay. So we have a tree topper and it's a snowflake and it does look really pretty. Okay. Mandy says, I like stars on top of the tree. Okay. So we have one angel and one star. And then Barbara says, my trees have stars and a Grinch. I can't decide what would be my tree topper. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Naomi. It was really the prettiest that I could find in the stores because they were all like gaudy and I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. Hey, Temmie, good morning. Good morning. We're talking about the perfect Christmas tree topper. And Mandy says, I love a Grinch on top. And Naomi says Grinch. Oh my. That is funny. That is funny. So our friend Connie, she crocheted all of her ornaments for her tree and it looks so good. Connie with just another stitch. It looks so good. And she also has some elf, I don't know. I can't remember if it's Grinch legs or elf legs now that I'm thinking about it. I think it's Grinch legs hanging out of her tree like the Grinch has like crawled into her tree. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. So cute. So gosh, that's really bothering me what that other flavor of cookie is. It's really bothering me. But that's okay. I'll go look. And I'm trying to stay away from the cookies this morning. That's why I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because oh, I know. I love her tree too. Grinch legs. Okay. So it's Grinch legs. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you. I love her tree too. It is full of fun. Oh, that's sweet. I love that. Mandy says, if I really thought about it, I'd probably add something from the movie Rudolph. That's my favorite Christmas movie. I do like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I do. I haven't seen it for a couple years. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? The other movie that or not movie, but the other Christmas show that I like is the Charlie Brown Christmas. I love that show with the little Charlie Brown Christmas tree and then Schroeder playing the piano on stage and then the scripture at the end. And it's just like the whole show is just so heartwarming. I think that maybe this year is the year that I need to do something like that. Yeah, need to do something like that. Ooh, and Timmy, you have a star. That would really be my perfect Christmas tree topper, would be a star. But it has to be like I have I had the perfect Christmas tree star and I lost it. And so every other topper that I see, I judge against the one that I had. And none of them have met that level of perfectness yet. None of them have met that level. So it's kind of why I went with the snowflake this year. And I think what we're going to do, oh, okay, eat your breakfast and drink your coffee. Timmy, yummy, yummy, yumma. And I'm drinking my coffee. And I was eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I'm trying to stay out of the cookies. Trying to stay out of the cookies. So, you know, the other cookie that's missing that that I love that we probably should make are peanut butter cookies. I love peanut butter cookies. Mm. Yeah. So looking around at this mess around here, one of my goals is to get all of the stuffies, all of the fun things, and put them in various places throughout this, you know, this cubby, because it's fun, right? It's fun. I want to move the scrubby yarn to the top because we don't need to be staring at scrubby yarn. I'm going to have that scrubby yarn for a very, very, very long time. I've already had it for probably 3 years because I've been in this house for 2. And I know I had it at least 1 year in Florida, maybe even 2 in Florida. So I'm going to have that scrubby yarn for a long time. Oh, Timmy is saying, I'm trying to figure out how to make peanut butter cookies softer and chewy. Yummy. Oh, and Barbara says, my sister made me Springer leaves, a German cookie flavored with anise. Oh, yes. It's the Springerly cookies. Yum. Oh my goodness. I do like those. You know what other cookie I like? So this one is that you're talking about is a German cookie. And anise flavor is kind of a little bit a licorice flavor. It's really good in cookies. It just has just a you use it in small doses, obviously, right? But it just gives that cookie just a really yummy taste. And then the other cookie that has a little bit of anise flavoring in it are the spuffly. Spuffly. I think that that's how you say it. Let me see. It is an Italian cookie. Let me see. Okay, it's not spuffly, it's struffly. Struffly. And those are little tiny, um, uh, they're so good, struffly, but they're so tiny. And then, let's see, they're Italian honey ball cookies. Um, Here we go. So it has orange zest. I thought for sure it had a little bit of anise in it. Let me see. No, this one doesn't. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy. Have you ever heard of struffle before? I'm going to ask, let me see. I'm going to share. I'm going to share screen just to show you what it looks like. These cookies are little tiny. They're almost like, I don't even know how to describe it. Anyway, they're just little tiny balls of yummy. They're almost like having a little, like a little fried donut, because you do fry these cookies. You don't bake them, you fry them. And so it's almost like a little tiny donut. Yummy, yummy. It's a lot of work though. Oh, and Temmie says, I do love German food. So let me see the Springerle. Oh, let's see. German cookie. Springerle. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, let's look at these cookies. Traditional Springerle cookies. Yum. Wow, they have a lot of different designs on them. So these cookies, okay, this one says traditional Springerle, and this one says authentic Springerle. Okay, so which one am I going to show you? That one is a 5.0. Okay, so I'm going to show you this one, and they sound pretty amazing. Okay. Ooh, I kept trying to move my screen. I'll show you this, and then we're going to have to go. But let me show you this. Okay, so this is German Springerle cookies. 3 large eggs, 3 cups of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, anise oil, flour, baker's ammonia. I never heard of that before. Wow. And then it also uses whole anise seeds. So that anise just gives it a really good taste. So tell me, are your sister's Springerle cookies, are they really strong with the anise, or is it just a light flavor of anise? We were talking about German gingerbread yesterday, and we were talking about how the German gingerbread is very strong with the ginger and the clove and all of that, all of those spices. They're very heavily influenced on those kind of cookies. And how on like a ginger snap, you get the ginger, but it doesn't like take over your mouth like a true German gingerbread cookie would. Okay, Barbara says it's medium. Okay, well that's good. So you have a strong anise, but not to where it's like overpowering your whole senses. That's good. I was just wondering because sometimes some of the German confectionaries have like a really strong seasoning, I guess is what you could say. Anyway, really nice. Barbara, does your sister use special cookie cutters? Do you have special cookie cutters? Like, is it a tradition in your family, or is it, a cookie cutter that's been passed down? Wouldn't that be awesome? Wow. Anyway, I love all of the different, what I really love about like sharing ideas and having a cookie exchange would be so amazing. Um, I have a friend who does a cookie exchange every year, and she has for, I'm going to say 40 years. I'm going to say almost 40 years anyway. Um, and, some years there are more people than others that show up for this cookie exchange, but it's okay because, however many people show up is how many dozen cookies you make. And so then everybody goes home with, so like if you if you have like 10 people, then you make so many cookies per person, and then those people get to take, and you might have them already packaged up, so everybody gets to have all different flavors of cookies and stuff like that. And then they do like a taste test and a judging, and then the recipes are handed to her in advance, and so she has them typed up in a book that everybody can take with all the different recipes. It's just really fun. Really, really, really fun. So Temmie says, I do love German food. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, it's a rolling pin. She might have gotten it from our grandma who was born in Germany. Wow, that is amazing. That is really, really amazing. Wow. I love it. I absolutely love it. So if you have any kind of shortbread, shortbread doesn't really rise, so it's going to hold on to the design that you put on top of it. I know with a lot of cookies, they have, they have leavening in it. So even if you have like a design in the top, once it, have you, I mean, I know you've seen, right? Somebody starts out with a cute little teddy bear looking thing, and then once it gets baked, it's like, whoa, this Stay Puft Marshmallow Man has come through. And so, yeah. But if you have a shortbread cookie, then usually whatever design you put on it stays. And I just love that. Oh my gosh. Barbara, I have a rolling pin that my sweet sister-in-law, Tanya, gave me one year, and it has honeycombs and bees on it, and I've never used it for cookies. I need to think about that. Maybe make some shortbread and roll it out, and then use round cookie cutters to cut out circles, and see if I can have, a nice simple design like that. Ooh, that sounds fun. Thank you for reminding me about that, um, cookie cutter, not cookie cutter, rolling pin. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, gang, I'm going to have to go. I hope that you have a great day. I got to run because we got to get to the eye doctor. But I will see you this weekend on Sunshine Crochet Gals, as far as I know, 4 o'clock Eastern Time on Sunday on Aloha Crochet with Naomi's channel. And then I'll see you on Monday morning for the morning coffee and crochet. And we are counting down to Christmas. It's less than a week away. And so, yeah, that is awesome. Awesome. And so let's go out with this. Here we go. 5 days until Christmas. And so I hope that you are having a wonderful week. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't stress too much. It's all going to be okay. If you don't get all your Christmas shopping done, it's okay. It's okay. It's not about all the gifts under the tree. It's about the birth of Christ and celebrating the Savior. And thank you, Naomi. Safe travels to you as well. And thank you, thank you. And I hope that everyone has a wonderful, wonderful day. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And I'll see you next time.